Have you ever wondered why your dog behaves the way they do in moments of complete silence? We've been taught to believe that canine love is always loud and active, a wagging tail, a joyful bark at the door, a wet nose, and endless jumping. We call this devotion, but the truth is that your dog's deepest and most sincere confessions of love happen in absolute stillness. Most likely, right now, you're simply overlooking them or brushing them off as just another habit. In the world of dogs, silence is far more eloquent than barking, and today we're going to decode this hidden language your pet uses to say, "You are my entire world." The first and most common silent signal is what's known as the Velcro effect. Have you ever walked into the kitchen only to find your dog following you like a shadow? And the moment you stop at the fridge, they lean their entire weight against your leg? Many owners get frustrated, thinking the dog is just underfoot or begging for food. But in canine psychology, physical contact is the ultimate currency of trust. In the wild, wolves sleep pressed tightly against one another to feel the warmth and safety of the pack. When your dog glues themselves to you while you're working at your desk or simply touches you with the tip of their tail, they are performing an act of grounding. They are saying, "I am safe with you. I trust you with my life enough to fully relax only when you are near." This isn't neediness. It's a canine hug, and unlike a human one, it's never insincere. It is a biological anchor that keeps them emotionally stable in a world they don't always understand. Another incredible way they confess is through the visual kiss. Usually, in the animal kingdom, a direct fixed stare is considered a challenge or a threat, but not with those a dog considers family. Scientists in Japan have proven that when an owner and a dog look into each other's eyes, both experience a surge of oxytocin, the same love hormone that bonds a mother and her newborn baby. But the details matter. If your dog looks at you softly, with half-closed eyelids, and begins to blink very, very slowly, that's it. In that moment, their brain is literally glowing with happiness just from the fact that you exist in their field of vision. They aren't asking for a walk or a steak, they are simply soaking in the intimacy of the moment. If you look closely, you might see their eyebrows raise slightly, a micro-expression of recognition that humans often miss, but dogs use as a profound greeting. And what about the secret society of thieves? You come home to find your dog sleeping on your dirty t-shirt or dragging your sneaker into their bed. Your first reaction might be to scold them for being bad. But let's look through your dog's nose. To them, the world is a map of scents, and your personal aroma is the most expensive perfume in the universe. MRI studies have shown that a human's scent activates the reward center in a dog's brain. When you leave, your dog may feel a flicker of anxiety, and to calm down, they seek out the source of your strongest scent. They don't steal things to destroy them, they collect your presence. They build themselves a fortress of your scent, just to feel like you're still there. It is their way of keeping the connection alive when the house feels too empty. Dogs are the greatest empaths on the planet. They sense the change in cortisol levels in our sweat and pick up on the tiniest vibrations in our voice. When you're sad or sick, a dog often shifts their strategy. They don't jump or bark to cheer you up. Instead, they choose quiet empathy. They might simply walk over and rest their head on your lap, letting out a heavy sigh. A dog doesn't try to fix your emotions the way humans do. They simply share them with you, showing you that you aren't alone in your sorrow. This is the highest form of empathy, the ability to just be there when words aren't enough. Have you ever noticed that quote too? That long, vibrating breath they take when they settle down next to you? It's not boredom. It's a sign of emotional completion. They are finally back where they belong, by your side. But there is a signal that even the most veteran dog owners often misunderstand. It's the quote, 3 sleep. You might feel a bit ignored when your dog jumps onto the bed and immediately turns around, placing their rear end or their back against you while looking away. You might think, quote 4. But in the wild, this is the most vulnerable position an animal can take. By turning their back to you, they are telling you two things. First, they trust you completely to guard their quote 5 second. They are offering to guard yours. It is an ancient defensive formation, a silent pact that says underscore, underscore, quote underscore 6, underscore, underscore. It is the ultimate sign of pack unity. Let's talk about the ritual of the underscore, underscore, quote underscore 7, underscore, underscore. You wake up, and before you even open your eyes, you feel a wet nose or a chin resting on the edge of the mattress. They aren't necessarily asking for breakfast. Many dogs perform this ritual just to confirm that you are still there and that the world is still underscore, underscore, quote underscore 8, underscore, underscore. If your dog approaches you first thing in the morning, not with high energy, but with a calm, gentle nudging of their head, they are re-establishing the bond. It's like a morning coffee for their soul. They are checking your scent to see how you slept and aligning their emotional frequency with yours for the day ahead. We often make the mistake of trying to love dogs in underscore, underscore, quote, underscore 9, underscore, underscore ways. We squeeze them tight, which actually causes many of them stress because it restricts their movement. Or we constantly fuss over them. If you want to answer them in their own language, try underscore, underscore, quote, underscore 10, underscore, underscore. Sit on the floor near them and just exist in the moment without demanding a trick or a command. If your dog yawns after you do, it's a sign of a phenomenon called, quote, 11. It means they are so deeply attuned to your nervous system that their body is mimicking yours. Think about the way your dog reacts when you return home. Yes, the jumping is love, but watch what happens 5 minutes after the initial excitement. Does your dog go get a toy and just hold it in their mouth while standing near you? They aren't necessarily asking for a game of fetch. This is a presentation of a gift. In their mind, that toy is a possession of great value. By bringing it to you and just holding it there, they are sharing their joy. They are saying, I am so happy you are back that I want you to have the thing that makes me happiest. It is a selfless act of sharing that many of us dismiss as a simple request for play. Furthermore, consider the lean. This is different from the Velcro effect where they follow you. The lean is when you are standing still and your dog walks up and literally presses their flank into your legs. This is a physical reassurance. Dogs don't have words to say, I'm here for you, so they use their body mass to create a physical connection. It's a way of merging their space with yours. For a dog, being in your physical space is the highest honor they can give. Your dog is speaking to you every second, even when they're just sleeping with their back pressed against your chair. They don't love you for the bowl of food. They love you for the security, the leadership, and the soul-deep connection you provide. They see your flaws, they see your bad moods, and they see your tired days, yet they choose you every single time without hesitation. Remember, for us, dogs are only a part of our lives. They are a chapter in our book. But for them, we are their whole life. We are the beginning, the middle, and the end of their story. Every quiet look, every heavy sigh, and every gentle lean is a sentence in a love letter they spend their entire lives writing to us. Learn to listen to their silence. Learn to value the moments where they just want to be near you without any noise. When you stop looking for the big gestures and start noticing the micro signals, you'll discover a world of devotion that most people only dream of. Your dog isn't just a pet. They are a mirror, reflecting back the best parts of you through a lens of unconditional, silent love. So next time your dog stares at you with those soft, blinking eyes, don't just look away. Blink back. Let them know in their own language that you're listening.